Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about the new Clean Color Dot pens from Kuretake. So a lot of you might know about the original 18 color lineup they had on these Clean Color Dots. Here's 12 of them right here. Let me just take one out. So what you probably recall is that they had one end for the flexible dot tip and one end as a fine liner. Now, what they did to expand the color range is pretty cool, actually. So they dropped the fine liner part. Now, there may be some of you who use the fine liner and are like, oh no, that's a bummer. I never use the fine liner. So I really like that that the new sort of expanded range has these great just dot tips. And so in doing that, they were able to make them shorter. They were also able to make them cheaper. And they come in, let's see, 3 different 6 color sets. So this is let me make sure this is on, so this is the highlight set, this is the mild set, mild colors, and these are the smoky mild colors. Now I am not shy about telling you that I am most excited about mild smoky colors for sure. I think they're the most unique colors. These remind me a lot of mild liners. It is nice to have the dot option for those, but yeah, for what I use them for, planning and journaling, I'm definitely most excited about the mild smoky colors. So that's just kind of a personal note there. But again, let me show you how these compare. So you can kind of see this end looks very much the same. Overall, a shorter pen. Going to be easier to fit in your pen cases that aren't on the longer side, and it's just kind of nice to also get that cheaper price point if you're not into the length necessarily. I want to show you some swatches, obviously. Now these swatches are on the site, but I also want to do a little bit of swatching in my Hobonichi just because I think especially these smoky colors are going to look really awesome on the Hobonichi paper. Before I forget, let me tell you a little bit about the ink. So like with the Clean Color Zig Kuretake series, these are a water-based pigment. Oh, it actually tells you a lot on the back here. They're a water-based pigment. The ink is photo-safe, acid-free, light, fast, odorless, and xylene-free. Let's start by showing you, I'm gonna zoom here, the mild colors. So that's this set, gorgeous. And we've got baby pink, peach bliss, butter, pale mint, powder blue, and English lavender. So all of the new Clean Color Dot singles are new colors. So all 18 of these that I'm showing you are in addition to the original 18 colors in that original style. And those are of course still available. They're not discontinuing that, dual tip or anything. So as you can see, I think, you can really vary the dot by the pressure. That's why they do this flexible tip for you, so that you can really vary that pressure. So really light pressure, you're gonna get a teeny tiny dot, a lot of pressure, a much larger dot, and so forth and so on. And you'll get the hang of it, and it's kind of fun. I've seen people do some really awesome dot art with these too. But yeah, and then the other thing actually, before I forget, is you can totally do highlighting lines as well, which especially with the lighter colors and the fluorescence, you can absolutely use this as a highlighter. So I find these so handy for my planners and journals. I'll show you an example of the way I use them in a moment, but let me show you these swatches first. Let's go over the highlights, colors. So that's this set. It's kind of interesting because a couple of these colors are not fluorescents, but you've got fluorescent pink, fluorescent orange, fluorescent yellow, fluorescent green, light blue, and light platinum. And then mild colors. Where did my swatches go? Here we go. Oh, I just love these. So you've got pale rose, oatmeal, pale moss, pale turquoise, wisteria, and grayish green. And I'm not sure if it's showing up so much on camera, but in person, the green hue really does come out in that grayish green, and it is gorgeous. I love it. I think it's, when you see it in person, you think, yeah, that's very well named, a grayish green. So let me go back to normal here. Now, before I show you a little bit of swatching in the Hobonichi, because I know a lot of you use that, especially for the kind of purpose I use these for. I don't know if you saw my latest guided journaling video. I'll link it here if you want to check it out. But I showed you how to do some goal planning in astrology, some goal planning, goal journaling. And so I used this habit tracker stamp, and in the video, I used the little new Kobaru Maru liners, which also have a flexible dot tip. They're quite a bit smaller. Look at the size difference there. But these also come in great colors, and you can see how I use them for habit tracking. So I'll show you with the, another example here. And I find using these a little more convenient than, say, when I use dot stickers. Don't get me wrong, I love dot stickers, and I definitely use both, but especially if you're tracking a bunch of daily habits, you would really go through the stickers. So it's really nice to have these Clean Color Dot singles, or of course the adorable little Kobaru Maru liners. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you, this is typically how I like to use them. Really good in planning, journaling, and also dot art. I have seen some really cool dot art. There's actually somebody on Instagram, I'll link her below if I can find her again, but she mostly just does dot art with the Clean Color Dot. At least she did for a while, a long time. Very cool. She posted a new thing every day. It was really fun to watch her stuff. Okay, so, and let's see these swatched in my weeks, because that will be so fun. Okay, new mild liner swatches. I'm sure you've all seen that video. They look so good in the Hobonichi, on the Hobonichi paper, Hobonichi weeks. I'll post a link to those below. I think most of them are restocked right now, but I'll post a link below in case you're interested in those. All right, so let's swatch some of these stunning new mild smoky colors. All right, so let's do the pale rose first. Try to vary the pressure. So pretty. I think I might try to go like this too. See what that looks like when you kind of do a line. So that's your pale rose. Let's do, is this the pale moss? Maybe I'll actually zoom in here. I think that would be better. There, that's better. And then let's do the pale turquoise. I really like the size for highlighting a Hobonichi row. Works out nicely. And then Wisteria, so pretty. Love this one. And let's do grayish green next. And oatmeal. Very pretty. Because so many of you use the Weeks or similar Tomoe River paper, I am going to also swatch the pale colors in there for you. So here's English Lavender, which looks fantastic, I would say. Okay, and powder blue. That was, sorry, pale mint. And now we've got butter. Such a great name. I think I just really love how they're like perfectly sized for that size of grid line. That's awesome. Love these. This one's pretty pale on the Hobonichi paper. Peach Bliss, another fabulous name. And then finally, got the baby pink here. Okay. Hey, let me zoom back out. And I want to show you real quick how to kind of make your own habit tracker in here. Okay, so actually this is a page I haven't set up yet, but I am going to set it up how I normally do it so you can kind of see how you can do the habit tracker even without the stamp. Where is a pen I like to use here? Okay. So I'm going to do okay. So Okay. Okay, so when there are things you want to keep track of daily, you have a couple different options. You can highlight the box and then put a check in it. So let me show you what that looks like. So these are our days highlighted. So you could do this on your whole habit tracker chart. As like a layout. Hopefully this is making sense to you guys. Okay, so pretend like I've done all the rows. So every day then in your little box, you're gonna check off, okay, I did my walk today, and I did my first hydro flask and my second hydro flask, and on down the row, right? So that's one thing you can do. I kind of like this look, but what you can also do is like this. So today's Monday, did you floss? Yes, you got a dot for flossing. Does that make sense? So you have a couple different options there. It's really fun to use the dot markers for setting up your habit trackers. Please, as always, let me know if you have any questions, and I will be happy to get back to you as soon as I can. All right, everyone, have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.